Extra life, John. Congratulations. John, come on in. Come on in.
Yeah, I didn't deserve to win the match, to be fair, so I did well to get to a 6 red.
I think it's quite obvious what I do. John, one back in.
The good news is, if you beat him this time round, there is no extra life. You're either going to have the bounty on your head or you're going to win the money.
We'll cross that bridge when it comes to it.
John McAllister wins his first match of the Last Man Standing 2025.
Obviously, you can't play Rab. I know you want to go for match number 3, but you can't do that. What are you thinking here?
I'll pick Ricky Jones.
Are you ready, and were you expecting that?
Yeah, I'm ready. I weren't expecting it, to be fair, because I said John was too nice to call somebody out, so he got random, so I was obviously wrong with that, but yeah, I was ready to be called that.
And he has beaten Ricky Jones, and John McAllister will have one more game to play in this evening session to try and get his third.
Two matches, one, John. You now have the decision. Obviously, you can't pick anybody. If you want to pick, it has to be a hitman, or you can go to the random draw. Before you make the decision, here are the players left in. Before you make that decision, let's run through your options on the hitmen, because you've got Sean Chipfield in the hot seat. You can't pick him out, but you could pick out Tom Cousins. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, I don't think anyone wants to pick out Tom at the moment, do they? So, yeah, we'll just see what happens.
Can I try and tease you into either Craig Waddingham or Declan Brennan?
No, both of them have beat me the last few times as well, to be fair, so I don't know if I'm going to go down that route.
I think we know where this is going then, so your decision is, do you want to go to the random draw or do you want to take on a hitman?
Yeah, I'll go a random draw.
Random draw it is. Come over here, John. Let's fire up the machine and get the random draw ready. For you nervous pool players in the room right now, here we go. David McQuillan's in the house. John, how do you feel about that? David McQuillan for a chance to get yourself into the hot seat?
Yeah, all of them are a tough game, to be honest, throughout the whole tournament. So, yeah, like probably my previous pick, it's a new pro. So, yeah, sort of kind of happy with what I could have got anyway. So.
Yeah, that's a very fair assessment. David, you've been drawn out. We're looking forward to seeing what you can deliver on the table now. But thoughts on taking on a hitman in this situation?
Look, I'm going to just look forward to it.
Going to play, got any mind games, anything you're going to do out here, or are you just going to try and play pool?
Just try and play pool, try and take my chances.
Well, there you go. That is our first match here of the evening session. Join us after the break as we get the action underway.
We had David in here earlier, Tony, didn't we? And his mindset was that he was just going to go out and enjoy it. He wanted a bounty.
He said he would play a hitman. Well,
He wanted a hitman, and he's got one. So there is that kind of side of it that I think David's just going to go out there and have fun. And I think in a way that does make him dangerous because he's just going to relax. He's not expecting anything this weekend. It didn't sound like he was expecting anything. So maybe that does make him a threat to John.
Oh, he's definitely a threat. He's yeah, he's coming in, as you guys say, with nothing to lose, really, isn't he? John's a hit man. It's his third match. You know, it's the point in this tournament, if there is one, that you don't want to go out, really, isn't it? On the cusp of winning your third match and getting in the hot seat. It's the equivalent to sort of losing in the semi-final, isn't it, really?
Yeah, well, we've only got one player who's won the 3, Sean Chipperfield.
Yeah, I mean, Sean would be a massive David McQuillan fan at the moment when he...
Absolutely.
Obviously, we've seen it happen to Callum Singleton last year when he won his 3 in a row. And then somebody else matched him in Christy Caulfield, and Callum went out that night. And Sean Chipperfield will be hoping he doesn't fall to the same eventuality. David breaks off there and makes that ball into the bottom right-hand corner.
Yeah, it looks like he's been a bit unlucky with the lie. Camera angle's deceiving. Can he get through to the yellow over the bag? Yes. Perhaps didn't have a great deal of room to pot that yellow, so he's just taken the lie of the land with the cue ball. That's nice. Now he's in a good place.
I think the unluckiest man so far in the tournament's got to be Greg Batten. Didn't miss a ball and he's out.
Yeah.
4-3 against Sean Chipperfield.
Instead,
he missed it earlier.
The same could technically be said of Ricky Jones, couldn't it? So
yeah.
the only frame he got a shot in, he cleared up, didn't he?
Yeah. But then Greg did get to 3 each. So you got to feel for poor old Greg. And they got broken dish on the last frame.
What do you reckon the mix is, Chris? Obviously, if you were to kind of do it as a percentage, what skill to luck is in terms of winning this event? Like, it's tough to kind of sum it up because you've still got to go out there and win 3 games in a row. But depending on when you come out, it can actually do you massive favours.
Yeah, I mean, this pool event really is the most like a card game, isn't it, in terms of luck and skill. So, I mean, if you compare it to something like poker, there's a lot of skill involved in, you know, where you bet, what you bet, and when you bet. But you also, sometimes you need to be able to back it out with the right cards, don't you? So this is a similar thing, really. It's all about timing, skill, a bit of luck as well. But if you do get drawn out, you have to be able to take your chances. But there'll be plenty of people that will get through to tomorrow without hitting a ball, you know, that probably would have lost their first match had they played today.
David just played a really good safety there, actually, just holding John off.
Yeah, it looked like he thought he was going to cannon into the reds, didn't it, when he played that one in the middle. Just slid past it, left himself no shot. But he's done what you need to do. Put John in a bit of bother. He's got himself another go at the table.
The thing is with this is John's got more reds than Dave's got yellows, so he's always going to have a better chance of an outshot, is John.
Yeah.
You know, how long can Dave go on just trying to play safe with 3 yellows on the table? I don't think very long. I think he's going to have to attempt something very shortly.
I say that, but obviously you alluded earlier, Chris, to playing in the Champions League. And David against Neil Rayburn, I remember, came out of about 4 or 5 snookers, just holding him off for a good 10 minutes in that match. There's nothing to say that David couldn't just go granite here for another 10 minutes, kill off a bit of shot clock, and then maybe dive in, kill a couple of frames at the end.
Well,
it's happened before.
It's a tactic.
Yeah, he's going game here. No, it's not.
And there you go. David's got his rewards. 2 decent safety shots. And if he can play a nice little cannon onto the red ball by the 8 ball, he probably will. That'll do. I think he's got to go. Looks like he might have to go left middle first, depending on if the 8 ball goes bottom left. Can't go the other middle really because traffic to
I just
get on
wonder
the
if you
other
just
yellow,
drop it dead weight into the left-hand centre. I mean, he's going to leave himself an angle on that yellow, but he could pop that screw into the red that's just above the black.
Yeah, I mean, either way he went there, he was still going to have to play a shot to potentially get on the 8 ball.
Take this long, Chris. If you take it long at the corner, it's guaranteed to be on the black because cutting it in the middle, you try getting on the black from there.
I think from here, I'm probably getting on the 8 ball in the same middle I'm putting the yellow in, going up and down.
So you think, yeah, if you check it off the top rail,
well,
yeah, put it wide.
Basically.
Yeah, he's played it well.
A wily first frame from David McQuillan is going to get him over the line. It's 1-0 to the Don.
The Don.
Yeah, and fair play to him really, because there are a lot of pros on the circuit who, when they got out of position with 3 balls left, probably would have tried to manufacture a shot, thinking to themselves, you know, if I don't take my chance and clear up, it's unlikely I'm going to get back to the table. But David found a couple of good safety shots, got himself another poke and cleared up.
Well, 2 people very happy with that frame. David McQuillan, obviously, and Sean Chipperfield.
Yeah, and here's the challenge now for John, is just he really started to build up some momentum when he went into that final game earlier on this afternoon. He's obviously had a couple of hours away. Now he's got to find it again, but going in off will not help those chances.
Yeah, and in these short races, 20 minutes race to 4, I mean, getting kicked in off is sometimes all you need to be able to lose a match, really.
It was a bit of a brutal kicking off, wasn't it, as well? Because the white was about halfway up that cushion, so.
Yeah.
Another chance for David McQuillan.
Looks okay. If he can, he wants to be just off straight so he can top this in and perhaps nudge the yellow that's next to the 8 ball out the way. And that'll make the back end of his clearance a lot easier. Looks like we've got a slight issue with the shot clock.
Both players just sat in the seat for a sec. Looks like it's been resolved.
An extra 15 seconds for David to decide.
Gold
Play
does
this
that,
cannon.
Chris, surely.
Yeah, that's not too bad. I think you would have preferred that yellow to pop on another ball's width, wouldn't you? So it makes the 8 ball easier to get on later in the clearance.
And I'll tell you what, nobody handles a hitman like the Don.
Well, he's normally telling the hitmen what to do, isn't he? And then denying it.
Nicely played. It's looking like 2-0.
Yeah, so if he can drop this one bottom left corner, leave himself half ball angle. Oh, he's looking. I think I'd be leaving half ball angle on my last red and coming off the right side cushion from the 8 ball top left. Sees it differently.
Well, I think he can just pull up through this gap, and he's pretty sure of himself that he can get that black ball into the top right.
Yeah, well, there's traffic either way.
You see anywhere on that line.
I wouldn't be trusting myself to find this gap. I'd be playing for a lot more margin of error.
Well, I think he's done well. He's done well with this because he's not taking any chances. He's made sure he's got a shot at it. Clean as a whistle. 2-0 to the Don.
No, I saw David practicing on the outer arena just before we came live. He was practicing with Brian Halcrow over on the far tables.
0-0 was it after an hour?
I was going to say, that's a match to watch.
Do you know what? You would have thought it, wouldn't you? But no, in reality, I mean, David was playing unbelievably. Brian barely had a shot at the table for a good 3 or 4 frames from what I was seeing. So David's obviously in a good bit of form at the moment. Maybe going a bit under the radar. Just not quite had the results to follow it up, but maybe this is the event. I mean, the first 2 frames show that he's in good nick.
The thing with Dave is he's not a twitcher, if you know what I mean. He doesn't bottle the situation at all. You know, he's quite accomplished at the table. He's played for many, many years at international level. And he just fancies it. Like I said, he's here for a good time. That's what he said when he was in the com box with us.
Yeah.
When I said he was pulling that hitman, I said, yeah, you won't be here for a long time though either. But who's to say?
To be fair, and you can tell me if I'm doing him a disservice here, with David, you wouldn't put him up in the high echelons of the most talented pool players that we've got in the pro ranks. But what you would say is if his level is, you know, an 8 out of 10, he would consistently hit that a lot of the time. Whereas, you know, some of the players, if their level's 10 out of 10, you might see a few 5 or 6.
He doesn't do anything daft.
Exactly.
This is another good split for David as well.
Red ball's in play.
Doesn't that cloth look beautiful?
Yeah, we've had a lot of positive reviews actually in the comms box today, it's especially about the colour of it as well. I know there was some debate about that, but I think it just works. Just works with the arena.
I like it. I like it. I was always a sucker for the old green cloths, really, and the yeah.
So I didn't like the old green. I did like the
nice.
lighter colour cloth, but that's nice. It's nice.
I really like
It's
it.
lovely to play on as well.
Yeah.
When we were playing last night, just you can feel the grip on the cloth. It's a whole another level, and I think it's better for. I was saying it earlier. I think the 𝗏𝗏 and I said it's going to give the professionals unlock another whole bag of shots you can play.
Correct. Yeah. And we've
Shots that you couldn't play before in the other table because the cue ball just keep going and going and going. And I think this makes a heck of a difference.
We've already seen the adjustments that need to be made with the 6 red times as well, haven't we, from this morning's session? Because, you know, 23 seconds being the best time. From, what did we have, 6 attempts this morning? There was 3 6 reds, weren't there?
Yep.
You'd be expecting a couple under 20 seconds normally, wouldn't you?
Oh, David. He's still got a shot. He can double that back into the middle and use the yellow to sort of hold the cue ball, but the last thing he wanted was that little flick.
Are you going to tell the ladies and gentlemen out there the results of our dabble on the table last night, Tony?
Well, I don't like to brag and stuff like that, you know, and when we were playing sort of Scottish doubles against a certain fella, I won't say his name, Simon Webb. Oh, did I let it slip?
Who's that?
Who's that? Exactly, that's what we said last night. And,
yeah, we did.
And his partner.
Yep, Nigel, the club owner.
Smith. Yeah, I thought we played okay, didn't we, Chris?
We played well enough.
I think I played one half decent shot. You played about 20. Well, he's made the double.
Oh, and he's got a nudge, so he's got
Has
another
he got a cross double.
He might have another double now, yeah.
He can just come across and skim the top of it there. Back into the left-hand middle.
I think with the 8 ball being that close to the cushion, I'm not sure he's going to be able to get the cue ball out of the way for a cross double. It might have to be a cross treble.
Does he maybe have the double to the top left? Don't know if that yellow's in the way or
He's
not.
going in the top, he's going in the top corner, top left-hand corner.
Top left.
Where's the black going? Don't know if it's hampered John enough, but it's left him a tester, but then there's an easy safety at the top of the table, isn't
yeah,
there?
it's a nice, easy safety, isn't it? Developed
My eyes just suddenly looked at the top and saw that one on the rail.
He's got a
just
free
hit.
shot, hasn't he, at this ball on the right-hand side. He knocks it in, finishes there.
Well, John McAllister looked like he's all the way down at the bottom of the well there, but it's some daylight now.
I mean, it's a massive error from David. If he doesn't get that little flick on the red, he's 3-0 up, and he'll have, you know, 2 of his own breaks to win the match. But now actually, John's back on his own break, and if he wins the frame, he's back level in the next one. So.
Might have gone a little bit past the straight. He's obviously straight is ideal because he can hold for the yellow in the right centre. If he's gone a little bit past it, the white's going to be going towards the yellow, which means a cannon, potentially. Depends how straight he is.
I think
He's lucky he didn't put that tight on the cushion there.
Turned out fine.
And nicely done there by John McAllister. 2-1, but David McQuillan will be kicking himself. He'll feel he should have a 3-0 lead now.
Yeah, definitely. It might just be the grip of the new cloth that's caught him out slightly there.
It's kind of similar to the first Rab game, isn't it, where Rab was 3-1 up and had that opportunity to wrap up the match. Didn't take it. John ended up getting back to 3-2 and equalising. I know John did end up losing that match, but even so, it just gives your opponent that emphasis that they didn't need.
Yep, but how many times do we say to win an ultimate pool tournament like this, you do need a little bit of luck at the right times, and maybe the extra life is what Johnny Mack needed. Because if he if he can get back in this and get himself in the hot seat, you would imagine he's going to be there until the final 5, wouldn't he?
He needs a ball. He's not got one. Everything sort of promoted towards the middle of the table, but nothing doing. So David McQuillan back to the table.
Yeah, and the yellows are okay here, I think.
Extension call.
The yellow is closest to, obviously goes bottom left. He's got the one in the middle of the table that it looks like he might be playing now. It goes up the top.
There's Tom Jones in the background there. Must be feeling hot when he's shaking his shirt about the place. Of course, Tom's still not been called out yet either. Him and his buddy Declan Brennan.
Hopefully, when Tom plays, he'll go to the random draw, because no one will understand what he's saying otherwise.
Tom and his dad did very well the other week in the pairs.
Yeah. Yeah, I only say that because I saw they'd been getting a little bit of stick online from the American contingent. Because I know Tom's going over to play in the next America's event, I think.
He is
so
in Boston.
Some of the Americans were saying we need a translator for when he comes over. So, big frame in the context of this match here, and just at about the wrong time for David McQuillan, the 15-second shot clock is going to come into play. So he's going to be halfway through a clearance. He's in his rhythm of sort of taking the time he needs on each shot, and he's got one tough ball left. He's going to be, after this, slightly rushed on it.
Yeah, and he's not in perfect position either at the moment. He's chasing here.
He's already used his extension, so...
And we're now down at 15 seconds a shot.
Correct. Could just be a bit of a telling time in this match.
15-second shot clock now in play.
No.
Yeah.
I think you want to get right behind that and play it up the rail.
The problem is now is that if David misses, the table's there for John.
He's going to be caught out here.
Just about.
Oh, he's only made the pot as well. Can he cut it in? I think he can. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. Oh, if Dave gets these now after being, I mean, like you said, you think he was going to get caught out of? Oh.
He just...
Yeah, the clock change, the shot clock change was always coming at the wrong time for him in that.
Look at this shot, 1 second, less of just probably half a second he had left on that.
It was touching the cushion, wasn't it? It's a ridiculous cut. But where he left it has forced John to play safe, so he's going to get another visit.
Chance this could go in the middle if he gets it off the yellow correctly.
He's got the
corner.
corner.
Oh.
Well, that should be enough to tempt John McAllister into going game now. If we look at the clock, only 3 minutes and a bit of change left. So John will want to make sure we're getting us on the board. But the thing is, does he want to do it quickly? Because it will be David to break off in the last frame. Well, say the last frame, the next frame.
Yeah.
Because obviously there's golden breaks and golden ducks and all that we have to take into consideration.
Well, I mean, he's gonna leave, even if he uses all the time that he can, he's gonna leave a minute on the clock, isn't he, for David's break? So I think you'd probably want to do it quicker rather than slower, so that if you did get a chance in the last frame, you had time to take it.
Yeah, just working it out. I think there's probably going to be about a minute 45 left-ish depending on how long it takes John to clear this up.
Looks like he might be a bit straight, yeah? Brings the 8 ball and the red ball and the corner pocket into play. You don't judge it. There's the luxury of having had a few games on the table already. It's absolutely plumb.
It's going to be this 8 ball to level the scores with just over a minute and a half left.
No, it's going to be plenty of time for one of these players still to nick this match before it did go to a 6-red shootout. But it will be David McQuillan that will have the break off.
Can't say I've seen much of either of these in a 6-red, so I wouldn't know what to call if that happened. You guys seen either of them play one?
No, I mean, obviously we noted Dave's kind of struggles on the 15-second shot
I've
clock.
seen John last year on tour.
Right.
And pretty much the same as most of you guys around the low 20s. I think it was 22, 23.
Yeah, I mean, the shot clock is one thing, but the way he got down and potted the ball with 1 second left would stand him in good stead for a 6-red, wouldn't it?
True.
But he'll be wanting a ball, and then it's in his control, isn't it? You get a ball.
Don't think he's got one.
Oh, look how open that is. If that plants those 2 reds into the middle, if they plant, he's got a real good chance. He's going yellows. Of course, he can play the yellow off the red at the bottom, into the bottom right. So 1 minute 12, 1 minute. And that should be enough. 𝗠𝗁𝗡𝗵𝗵𝗵 sat in his hot seat, waiting for the outcome of this. He desperately loves to see John miss one of these yellows, but he's looking like he's going to get over the line and get his 3 on the board. Take the seat from him.
It's a little bit loose though.
Yeah, is he still going to play the yellow off the red here, do you think?
You have to, don't you?
Guess so. Just wants to miss that other yellow ball. He's gone into
I'll
it.
tell you what, now the
Trust
clock is
into
really
luck.
coming into play, because
He's out of
balls haven't
position
come to
again.
rest. That's not good.
Well, he's got a shot, hasn't he? He can roll
He's only
this
got-
in the corner.
He's got 10 seconds.
Needs to get a wriggle on.
He needs to speed. He's not going to have a shot at this. This is going 6-red shootout.
Here it is.
White ball. Well, if that black goes in,
If the black goes
I'll
in,
tell you
it's
what,
gonna
if
have
that's
the
a
black-
loss.
No, it's not.
That's a loss. Of,
Oh my God,
dear.
it has.
Oh,
I
no.
do not believe what I have just
Is
seen,
that
Luke
in
Terry.
time? Is it in time?
Well, well, well.
Well, it looks like it's going to
Not
be
in time.
a 6-red shootout. It wasn't
Well,
in time. So
I'm flabbergasted.
John McAllister is running his luck this weekend.
Yeah.
There's got to be said. And John McAllister is going to be the one to set the time. The split's
lovely.
really good.
Good break.
This is quick. Should be. This should be very low. Well, this could be teens if he gets this right. Just drops that in the middle. Everything's gives him plenty of time to get around the table. Yeah, it's going to be 21, 22.
Yeah. About 22 seconds from John McAllister. That was really solid.
He'll be happy with that.
It's going to be 22.52 to beat. 4.
So important, this little break here.
Can he get the split?
Oh, he's got a red in the middle. He's got a ball. Oh, it's just run out of time.
Just got himself caught on the table there.
He's got a chance.
Yeah.
Didn't want that through back. The hesitation.
Oh, that was the one. He
end of
needed that.
Yeah, he's done.
It was there just at the start, but the Don has gone. And John McAllister, what an incredible day he's had.
Well, welcome back. We have got a lot to unpack here, John. First of all, congratulations. You're on the hot seat now. You can't be picked out for a while, but that is not the end of it. I mean, you'd put your cue away. You were halfway onto the motorway home there. You thought you'd lost.
Yeah, I was certain I'd hit the lap before one, but obviously in the heat at the moment, you don't know really. So I don't know why I do stupid shots like that, to be fair. I should have just settled for the 6 red, but there you go.
just an unbelievable moment. I mean, I certainly was there. I thought you'd thrown it away with that moment. But with the extra life as well, there'd be people saying that, is your name on the trophy already? I think your missus might have already be spending the money.
Yeah, it's especially with the hot seat coming in as well now. Obviously the field getting tougher and tougher as well, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah,
well, you're going to be kicking 𝗠𝗁𝗃𝗵𝗵𝗃 out of the hot seat and going in there yourself. Congratulations, you can't be picked now until somebody else wins 3 matches. Brilliant stuff from John. So much drama, lots to unpack with it, but a lot of fun to watch that play out. Okay, so we have no players in the arena, which means we're going to do a draw for our next 2 players. I just want to make sure that Josh Kane's in the room. I think he's up to somewhere in the mid-40s now, number of matches where he hasn't had to play. Our defending champion having a very good defence of the title. So Josh is here. Okay, let's get the first draw out, see who's playing next. Jez Graham, come on down. Jez, great to have you out here. Looking forward to getting going?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what the table's like, so yeah, very excited.
Obviously, we've just seen plenty of drama on the way through to this moment. Are you going to try and deliver something yourself?
Oh, we'll try, we'll see what we can do, but yeah, just try and pot a few balls and be happy.
Okay, we'll stay right there. Let's fire up the machine again and let's see who you'll be playing in your first match. And it's Craig Waddingham. You've got a hitman for company. First reactions to that, Jez?
Well, I don't think I've ever beat him, so that's a good start. So yeah, I think I've played him about 8 times and lost all 8, so yeah.
Well, the good news, Jez, though, if you do get the win in this one, is that you will unseat a hitman. The extra life is gone. You will either have the bounty put on your head or you'll win some extra money.
Yeah, it'll be fun anyway, so we'll see how it goes and hopefully have a good game.
Well, best of luck. Come on in, Craig. Let's get a few words for you before we go. Craig, great to have you out here. You spent the majority of the last match chatting to me about what might happen, how things might go. I don't think either of us even got remotely close to what actually did play out, and it's not what you wanted.
No, it's guaranteed, but yeah, let's go.
But you've been here before. You've obviously been through the year 1. You won 3. You know what it takes to get through these sort of moments. I guess do it again.
We'll try.
Best of luck, Craig. Let's get this one on. Join us after the break for the next match.
No introduction needed for Mr. Silver Sniper. One of the game's top players.
And he immediately comes in and bangs in a cut break, a couple of balls into the bottom corners.
Yeah, just such a dangerous player, Craig. If he gets his break going, he don't really miss a lot.
He's opted to go red.
Lovely little shot there, because that black didn't go until Craig's just rubbed that yellow away from it, and now it does, and everything's pretty much open.
Even better with that, somehow he's managed to keep the yellow safe as well, so nice little two-way there for Craig.
Yeah, this has been a fantastic start.
Obviously, now joining us in the commentary box is the man that just seemingly won't die today. John, what's happening?
Yeah, luckiest man in the room at the moment. So
I've already said that.
Yeah, yeah, unbelievable. The 4 matches I've had. But yeah.
To be fair, it was combined with some good pull. I mean, you took out some really good finishes.
Yeah. Yeah, apart from the game I lost in the first, I missed a couple of chances. But
to be fair, I said on commentary when you lost that 6 red, I said, well, you didn't really lose the match, you've drawn the match. You also missed the black, didn't you? Just on the buzzer there, you could have actually won it.
Yeah, I was expecting it to stop a bit earlier. The original plan was to cannon the black so I could stop the white, ready for the time. Once I knew I'd missed it, once I got to it, I didn't know I had 2-3 seconds, to be fair. And I weren't set for the shot, so I just tried to cue it in with loads of side. And yeah, I butchered it, to be fair. But yeah, apart from that, the other 3 matches I think I played really well.
Were you surprised that Rab called you back in?
Yeah, very surprised, yeah.
I was. I said that's a mistake.
Yeah. I was surprised he got the extra life as well, to be fair. So, yeah, surprised with a lot of things tonight.
Because when you've obviously part of the black and the white there against 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 at the end there, and the camera's got it, you're putting your cue in your case, you think it's gone. I actually thought I think he's just said it in time. Obviously, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏's come in, double-checked it, wasn't.
Yeah, I was adamant, but obviously under the under the pressure and stuff like that, you don't know.
But then you've had a good 6 red the second time.
Yeah, it's all on the first shot, to be fair. I struggle with sort of working the little pattern out because it's so quick. But in the end, I had a nice angle on my first ball to get on my bad ball, and then it sort of worked itself out from there. I could have got a little bit quicker with the last 2, but the top one didn't go in the corner. So I took an extra second just to make sure I got the bottom one, because I had to play a bit aside to swing that pot in. But yeah, I was really happy with 22, to be fair, because I think like 23, 24 is par maybe. There's a lot of players can hit 20 all the time, can't they? So it's I don't know how they do it, to be fair.
How you think the cloth?
Yeah, it's really nice. I struggled with it the first match. A couple of shots. Very reactive, but in the gist of it on that match, I had 3 dishes anyway as well, so it's a very strange one. It was just any precise positional shot in that first match I struggled with, but then, yeah, I really got to grips with it after.
You've nicked poor old Chippy's chair. Well, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 starting off in fine style. It's nice now you can just relax, John, now for a bit, because for anybody to get to 3, it's going to be a big ask tonight, I think.
Yeah, at least an hour. Obviously,
well, I think
Craig would be probably the one you'd look at here, especially the way he started this match. But obviously, it just depends on the draw. And like I say, at the start of that match, I didn't really do anything wrong when I'm 2-0 down. So this format's brutal.
It really is. And this is going to be 2-0 to 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, the silver sniper. And poor old Jez Graham not seeing much of the table. You know, I had a little game on that cloth, John, last night with Chris Day, and you notice straight away the difference in the grip.
Yeah,
the way it reacts.
Yeah, very reactive. Like I say, if you have to go up and down the table, it's going to be very, very tricky to judge unless you're queuing really well. Luckily, I had a couple of shots in that last match that I queued really well in the end. But yeah, it's a lovely cloth to play on, to be fair.
And there you see who we've got left. Ones shaded out are the ones that have departed. It's a big barrel. Yeah, superstar still to come out.
They shaded the John out, and then they've had to refill it in again a couple of times today. But
don't you listen to him, John. You knew what you're doing.
No. Yeah, very lucky to still be in.
I mean, how many times have you packed the queue away today? Or?
Yeah, 2 or 3 times, to be fair, yeah.
But then you still could turn around and say you haven't actually lost a match. Really?
No.
I would say, in my defense, if it was me, in my defence, I'd say, well, I drew. Yes. I said, and then he got lucky on the shot.
No, it's very tough. The first match against Rab, I didn't deserve to win anyway, to be fair. I did really well to get a decider and get a shootout, to be fair.
Yeah, it's funny because you go in and you're a bit cold and getting used to, especially on the different cloth and that, and fall out of position. You've only got to do it once in a frame, and it's cost you.
Yeah.
Because it's just.
Yeah, I had
so
the chances.
precise.
Yeah, he didn't break very well. We got unlucky with a kick in off as well. I just didn't take advantage. Couple of miss positional shots, and it cost me.
And a bit of a wide one there from Craig Waddingham. Expected to have that one again. Jez Graham's first real feel of the new cloth on the table. It's not an easy finish to come to the table with. However, when you look at it, it's getting that black and red apart. Where do you attack it from, John?
Probably the other red on the left-hand side. Probably if you can leave an angle into the middle and go into it, possibly. Because you've got the yellow there as well. If you can go into sort of the yellow and red, you're sort of guaranteed to come out, especially with the one over the corner as well. It's just so hard getting up there. To be fair, I thought he might swing off a few cushions there. It's not the sort of finish you want at 2-0 down, first shot at the table as well.
No, that's exactly right. No, just not quite settled yet, Jez. And the thing with this is because it's only a race to 4 and it's only 20 minutes, you've got no time at all.
I think he'll play to flick the red out again, to move it away. Yeah. And he's got the perfect ball at the top of the table to get the black out as well. Probably look at playing it now, because he can screw out off the red.
Yeah, dig deep here, push the red away from the black and bring the cue ball back down the table.
Settle for that.
Yeah, we can get to either yellow in the centres, probably go to the one on the right. But you don't want to be leaving that one on the rail last year.
No, he'll play probably a percentage shot. He'll be on both yellows, and preferably wanting to be on the one on the rail. It's just a bit straight there.
Big yellow into the top left. This is, well, the yellow's really the black ball, because if he gets this, he's not going to miss a tap in. It's going to follow it. And that's in. And that's 3-0 and he's on the hill. Jez still caught cold. Stuck in the mud. Not the happiest place to be for Jez Graham. One opportunity. Like you said, John, didn't have a great deal to go out. It was a real intricate finish that he was going to take on, but...
Yeah, it always seems to be the way with this game. It's if you're behind and you haven't really had a chance, your first chances, yeah, it's never the easiest. You just want a nice, easy chance to get going. And especially when Craig's actually got first chance there as well, so he feels a bit hard done by as well.
Detect an extra bit of venom in that break there from Jez. Nice split though.
Yep, very lovely. I'd say reds would be the choice here.
There's plenty of time on the clock. It's not as if he's going to have to run. I mean, yeah, he needs all 4 frames, or 3 will do if he got to the end of the clock. But he's still playing at his own pace. He can get 3 off before he can get to the 15-second. It'll come out for him. And a dry break from, say, Craig to help along as well.
I think the thing was with Jez in this situation, obviously, we've had 3 frames here where he's just not had a shot. Craig's been formidable, So he knows that if he doesn't make a ball on that break, he's probably lost the match. And that's why he committed so hard on that break. But
well have lost the match right here and now.
Didn't follow it up.
Well, those two yellows go on the top left. Runs this in, maybe pushes the red out away from that black ball, John. Would you just do that now?
If he's got the angle.
Ooh,
oh,
well, Craig.
He's catching, and he's got a little fortunate as well. It's just the way the game goes. Sometimes it's crazy.
I just thought you could run that in and just push that red out of the way of the black, and then play either the one in the middle. If he lands straight on one of those into the top corner, he's home and hosed.
Looks like he's looking top left.
The red.
Can he get the middle? The yellow, the top one into the middle. He can. Well, at the second time of asking for 𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗵, I think he's going to deliver this time.
Yeah, it's even easier this time because 𝗔𝘆𝗆 just moved the red covering the bottom left pocket. So I don't expect any mistakes here.
But this is the thing, we were on about this earlier, players travelling certain distances and say, oh, just come down, it might only be, you might be there for like 10, 15 minutes. And this is exactly what it's looking like. 𝗔𝘆𝗆's going to be coming up from Devon.
He's played a nice shot there. Yeah, as I said to a few people, I'd prefer to got drawn early this morning. Give yourself a chance to get 3 wins on the board. And then it gives you a little bit of respite. Because like you say, you could be last match on tonight and get beat.
Yeah, well, whatever happens, you know you've been involved majorly now in this tournament, and you know, and you're still there and you've got your 3 wins. Somebody's now got to try and match that.
Yeah, it's catch-22. You either don't want to play until you're in the money, if you could guarantee it.
Well, you don't now, do you?
Or
happy to stay there now, sat there ready
or you
for the last 5.
want to play free, get your arm in as well, because you know you're going to have to play in the last 5 as well if you get there.
Absolutely.
And that is it. Jes Graham unfortunately bows out 4-0 to 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏. An imperious performance. We will be back after the break.
Well, welcome back out to the arena. I'm very excited for this moment because 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, you've got previous in this sort of situation. Before we get to what's got to happen here, though, quick word on how you felt you played in that match. Looked like you hit the ground running.
Yeah, I missed a couple of balls, but yeah, the breaks got my way and happy to get the win.
So, obviously, match 1 down. You have a decision to make. Are you going to go to a random draw, or are you going to call out?
Yeah, I'm going to pick, 100%.
I'd have been very disappointed in you if you didn't say that. Come back here. Let's take a stand here. Analyse the board. Obviously, you can't pick John McAllister. He's currently in the hot seat for all his hard work. What are you thinking? Hitman? You thinking Hitman?
Who knows? I don't know who to pick. Let's go Zach Shepard.
Zach Shepard, come on down. Zach, looking forward to getting out here. I mean, were you expecting to play in this moment?
Yeah, no one rates me, so I was expecting to be called out by now, but let's go, yeah.
Let's go indeed. Let's get this match on then. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 and Zach Shepard are on next.
And it's going to be 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 to break. He's won the leg. 8 balls moving. Not quite. Going to bring Zach Shepard to the table.
Yeah, he hit them well, pretty unlucky not to get a ball, really. A couple more rolls on that 8 and it could have been in, especially with the new slick cloth. Pockets play a little bit more generous than they should. To be honest, I think John's name's on the trophy this year, isn't it, after what's happened today?
You couldn't write it, could you, Josh? You could not write it. Especially now that he's got the immunity as well, so, you know, he's not going to be out for a little while. I think that was just a little bit of an issue with the match clock, so Zach's gone and sat down. Just briefly while we get that resolved.
Well, that will disrupt Zach Shepard a bit, who's probably excited to get to the table, and then you suddenly stopped in your tracks. Take your seat.
Yeah, and I think he'd have been coming to the
man's seen it all
table
before.
very happy with that layout.
Yeah, Craig looked formidable in his first game. Didn't really put a foot wrong against Jez, apart from that yellow at the end, but didn't do him any damage at all. See, with this, if he can get past Jack Shepard, then he's got one more game where he can either pick out a bounty or go for a random draw. Once again, as a bounty, you think he's going to go random draw, but you never know. Play resumes.
Yeah, I just seen John out in the arena. He's actually got changed into shorts, t-shirt and trainers, so I hope he's got some clothes pretty close by, because
Well, he must have, because he finished his match and he was in the commentary box for his last one.
Oh, yeah,
in his shirt and shorts.
Oh yeah, they must be in here somewhere then.
Full beach wear.
I think he might have to take the ball at the top here. He doesn't want to, but I don't. We can cut this back to the middle, but the cue ball's running loose.
Is he going to make it? Just about.
Somebody knows the way to the table very well.
Yeah, he controlled that really well. I thought it was thinner than that from our camera angle.
Yeah, Zach's got a couple of positional shots to play here before he's going to be getting out.
Played that nicely, flick that yellow away. Now he can get to the right-hand side of the table, get on the red into the centre, which gives him an easy route over to the one on the top rail.
Has he got there? Just
about.
Bags of room in there, Josh.
See, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets into this too much, because this cloth, from my experience playing on this cloth already, it's so much more responsive on this type of shot than the grey cloth. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him go closer to the yellow on the side rail than he should, just because of how responsive this cloth is.
Yeah, I was just saying that to Chris earlier and John, because I had a game on this last night with Chris Day. And the way
there we go, look.
Yeah.
On the grey cloth, you can't get
so
there.
quickly,
yeah.
didn't it? I prefer it, because I've been saying to all the pros as they've come in today, I think this opens up a whole locker of other shots you can play now.
Yeah, on the grey cloth, he could never get to that yellow like he just has there.
Rolling.
Yeah. But with this new cloth,
you can manipulate the cue ball a lot more now. Well, but he's over manipulated that one.
Yeah. Well, he's actually left Craig in the worst possible place that he could, because not only has he left him on his bad ball, but it's sort of a shot to nothing anyway, because the bottom right pocket is blocked by them yellows. Don't expect Craig to even miss this anyway, but...
They take this long. Like you say, he's got the security that the red's got no shot if he did miss it. And as you said, Josh, you don't fancy him to miss it, do you?
No, he's such a clean pot with the ball, probably one of the best we got on tour, in fact.
And he's playing well at the moment.
Yeah.
Do you know what Zach was trying to play in that shot? I'm just trying to work out exactly where he was trying to put the Y.
I think it was a bit of a nothing shot, really. I don't like to say that, but I think he's thinking get the red out. Craig's got the tough yellow on the side, but in fact he actually left him perfect on his bad yellow. I think there was a case for just having a swipe if he could see as much of the red that he could.
I would have done it against the players that are out there now. There's no way I'd leave any of you with just play my ball as the open, because I always, I've watched a lot of you now for 3 years, and more times than not you're taking out these finishes. And I don't want to just put the red in the middle of the table and just let you dish me up. At least I'm going to swing my hands a little bit at it.
Yeah, especially in that situation, I think you just have to swipe. He's got 7 on the table. You've got a dead ball. You're one in a 100 chance of winning the frame, really. So you might as well have a go at trying to fluke the ball, or trying to kill some of his balls.
And in response to that, Craig just carried on from where he did in the last. Really efficient. That's going to be first frame to the Silver Sniper.
Yeah, Zach will be feeling that was his frame. He's got too much into that cue ball with the set for large red.
Yeah, it wasn't a gimme finish, but one that he should have expected to get, because he actually went the right way with him leaving the ball that he did to get on the ball. But like we spoke about, he just got into it too much because of the responsiveness of this cloth.
Yeah, it's been an interesting mix today because we've seen some players really adapt to it well, like, you know, even David McQuillan in the last game, even though he was a bit unlucky, he did adapt to the table pretty well. But then we've seen other pros that have come to the table struggle. And I think it's just due to their kind of exposure to the table, I suppose, over the last couple of weeks, obviously since it was released. It does seem to be playing a bit of a factor in this event so far.
Yeah, I think another prime example of how responsive this cloth is Davey was 2-0 up against John, and he had 2 reds left, one that was over the centre pocket, and somehow he's managed to get into the cue ball too much and sort of bump his red so he's on nothing, and he's got the red and the black hanging for 3-0, and that's pretty much good night Vienna, isn't it? And that was another example where he just got into the cue, didn't expect the cue ball to bite as much as it did. Again, it's a chance for Zach, but it's not an easy one. He's got, I think he'd favour the yellows. Reason being that he's got a yellow right next to the problem yellow. And I think they're just a better spread of balls, to be honest. Yellow closest to the red might actually go in the right centre when he moves the red the yellow that's just above it. So yeah, it's a good chance really to get his first frame on the board. After having the first chance in the first 2 frames, this is really crucial to get this frame on the board.
Yeah, and he's in a good place in this frame at the moment. He's just got to... Unlike he did in the last frame, he's just got to keep things tight.
See, I think he has to take the yellow that he's closest to. He has to get that out of the way. I don't think this is the right shot.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more, Josh. That was...
Yeah, I think that was the... Even if he potted that, it was the wrong shot. For me, anyway. Obviously, every player is different, but...
I mean, Craig's still got a tough ordeal to win the frame from here, but he's now got an opportunity to get himself right back into it.
Yeah, I think if you can spin round the back of the yellow nearest the right corner with him playing the loss of turn, I think that would be my shot.
He's got to move the red.
Oh, he might have had second prize, yeah. No, I think he's too straight.
Yeah, I thought for a minute there, did he have the angle to go and punch into that yellow?
Might be a shot if he can play this one into the centre and top past the other red nearest the middle, then play the lost turn and leave the cue ball at the top end of the table. Yeah, I think he's playing the double, isn't he? Double loss of turn.
I have to say, this is an observation. There's an awful lot of left-handed players about now, isn't there, in our pros?
Yeah, I've never really thought of that before, but yeah, good point. Tony.
Thanks. No, I was making. I looked earlier today, and they'll all pop up again, I'm sure. And how many left-handers? Both these players left-handed.
Yeah, I don't want to sound like I'm a left-hander myself, but I don't want to sound like blowing my own trumpet. But everyone says that left-handers they prefer to watch a left-hander play than they do a right-hander. That's what you hear a lot of people say in the pool world. Obviously, I don't really know because I'm a left-hander myself.
People prefer to watch left-handed pool players than right-handed pool players.
People
and
say
the reason being is
they just I don't know the reason. I couldn't tell you the reason, but I've heard a lot of people say that in the past that they prefer to watch a left-handed QS play a Q sport than they do a right.
Their left eye is stronger than their right eye, and they can see.
Could be, Tony. Could be.
That just makes absolutely no sense whatsoever.
I was going to say, it depends who
You do hear a lot of people say it.
Bizarre. That's all I'll say.
That's why I never made it a career as a right-hander.
That went down like a lead balloon, didn't it?
Not had many of them in my life either. Lead balloons, all left-handed pool players. But
you just said there was loads of left-handed pool players
now. Everyone that plays left-handed is a left-handed player. They've even got their own left-handed cues.
That's a stat and a half, isn't it?
They like them left-handed screwdrivers.
Yeah, and paintbrushes.
Anyway, back to the action. I was surprised to see Craig go for the finish there. I thought he could have played the loss of turn long double down to the bottom when he had the chance, but
Craig's looking at going one cushion here and seeing if he can cut this into the bottom right. Might be going into the 8-ball if it went.
Oh, good effort.
The right-handed player would have definitely part of that red.
Would have been close, wouldn't it? Now this is a must for Zach now.
Yeah, great opportunity now for Shepard. Nothing in his way, clear line of sight, 3 easy balls and a black that he can choose any pocket on the table for.
The other thing again is that this frame is once again really eaten into the match clock. It's going to be under 9 minutes left by the time so it finishes these off, providing he pots the yellow and black.
Yeah, we're still not any closer to knowing who looks like the most likely winner in this match. Obviously, Zach's made the more glaring errors. Craig, I think, just pushed the boat out a little bit there when all the pressure really was on his opponent. Was that a still frame there? Did that freeze, or was Zach...
Making sure he kept his head down and
Zach was posing.
through.
Zach's playing in slow motion, trying to get the shot clock down.
I think Craig just said he's calling someone out there. I know he's been having a bit of banter with young Jaden. They've been having a bit of back and forth.
Yeah, the only thing for Craig is he would have had to have called out Jaden in the last game, because obviously now he's got the decision where he's either got to pick a bounty or go for the draw. So
oh yeah, of course.
I was going to say, in terms of his options, obviously John McAllister is now out. He can't really pick him, so he's got Sean Chipperfield, Declan Brennan and Tom Cousins to pick from. Take your pick, Josh.
I think he's going random there, isn't he?
Yeah, if he picks one of them, I will be absolutely amazed, bearing in mind that with this draw he had the option to go for a big name and didn't.
Yeah, but you never know with Craig. It's not... wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, I genuinely thought, as I walked out there, I thought for some reason he was going to go and pick Mellon, similar to how he did with Potts a couple of years ago, and he didn't.
Yeah, I think he called out Potts and Mick back-to-back, didn't he?
Yeah.
So yeah, he doesn't shy away from the big games, but you're right in what you said there, Luke. If he was going to call someone out, it probably would have been call a big name out. It probably would have been now. Oh, he's had a touch there. I know he's not on a ball really, but that cue ball goes in. He's lost the frame.
Can he see the red into the top right?
I think he can. Luke, it's a bit tricky. His work down here is a little bit fiddly. But obviously, if he pots this one, oh wow, he's on this one, so he has had a result.
Is he bending it a little bit? Yeah, he is.
I think he might just be going away. If he was straight on this to the centre, he could have just stunned it in, but I think he might just be going up the table from this.
There's a little bit of a kind of look away from the table.
I don't know whether he played for just a glance on that red or not. I'm struggling to tell. Maybe I think he might have played for a glance. That's why he's hit it with a bit of pace to throw the cue ball wider. Now he's really up against it. He needs to pull a hell of a positional shot out now.
I suppose you can try and screw, yeah, to exactly where he's pointing the cue, just below that 8 spot. If he can get there, then it's not bad.
Yeah, this will be some shot. Because the thing is, he's not only got to land down in the table, he has to land low, or straight or low on this red, so he can just drift up table for the red in the bottom left. And that's why he's overcompensate. Oh,
wow.
And that is absolutely inch perfect, I think.
I don't know if it is. Is he just off angle?
When you look at that overhead, you think he might be going into that second red here. Zach's hoping he does go into that second red.
Yeah, from the overhead it did look it.
No, I think he's okay. He's okay.
Just about.
Yeah, this is one of those where Zach's in his chair thinking that he probably is going to get back to the table.
Yeah, and he's not going to by the looks of things. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 has got this 8 ball. For, in hindsight, what's been a brilliant finish.
Yeah, great play there from 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Back in front he goes. Just over 5 minutes left on the match clock. So we'll be going to 15 seconds of shot very shortly. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 with his nose in front. Silver sniper. Shake of the head there from Zach Shepard.
Oh, he's not happy about something.
Probably the flick on the red there.
I mean, there were a couple of flicks in that, weren't there? I mean, he nearly went out of position with the first shot.
Or is he still shaking his head at the mistakes he's made? You never know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know Zach from that mentality kind of thing, but I don't know if you've ever seen him on the tour. Does he kind of beat himself up at all, or is he?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I haven't watched loads and loads of his matches, to be honest. Needs a big break here, though. Oh.
Cue ball straight in the corner.
I'm going to give Zach the benefit of the doubt there. I don't think that was a... I know he didn't hit them the absolute best, but I don't think that was a good rack. Look, the balls haven't moved. I know he's bounced off the ball, but...
It looked like he struck it okay, but he got a bounce the moment it came off the pack, didn't he?
Yeah, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt there. I don't think that was the best setup.
And this is a good opportunity for Craig to make a lot of headway in killing off this match. Just under 5 minutes left now on the 15-second shot clock. And Craig's got an opportunity to go 3-1 up. Not an easy out, though, by any means.
No, he's got a bit of work to do. If the red down the bottom of the table next to the yellow pots in the bottom left is okay as long as he keeps a good cue ball.
I think it does. Just with the experience of this camera of where it is, because a lot of times I'll say, well, he can't get through there, and then you're caught out. I think it just squeaks off.
It does just go.
The far jaw, it'll go in. So everything open here for Craig.
Well, you boys are happy that we're going to be going to numbered balls, aren't you? I think, is it going to be slightly easier to work out what's what?
I don't know. It's because where they will be on the ball.
Yeah, I suppose you're not always going to be able to be the number.
Anyway,
yeah, true.
It's a
they look nice though. They do look. I mean, they look the part.
Oh yeah.
There you see they had acres of room to get through there.
Commentator's eye, Tony.
No, it's just the experience of being caught out so many times. With people probably saying, like, what's this idiot going on about? He can't get through that gap.
I think he's
you
just
see,
okay.
Yeah, you had the bird's eye view there of what Craig will be looking at into this top corner with his red. Do nothing with the white except stop it dead.
Yeah, and another very good finish from Craig.
On the hill with just over 3 minutes left.
Is that the nail in the coffin for Zach Shepard? It depends if Craig goes dry here. You have a feeling if Craig makes a ball, it might just be a bit too much for Zach to come back.
Yeah, because if he's got 2 or 3 open balls, he can just
Kill time.
He's going to kill a minute. That's it. That's killed the match at 2 frames ahead.
Even if he's got 1 tied up and 6 in the open and he's got no way to develop it, pot your 6, run down the time, and that's pretty much match done.
Yeah, it's 2 of your 3 minutes gone, isn't it?
Yeah. Especially with an extension on top of that. So yeah, I think if we see Craig get a ball, I think it's match over. Anything but a dry break, it's match over or running off. Crazier things have happened though, over the years.
This is what I'm thinking.
We've still been nowhere near a golden break or a golden duck.
Yeah, that's crazy, really.
I'll tell you what, that black was on its way to the top left corner
if
then.
you'd cursed it the moment that you hit it as well.
And it is Zach that gets a chance, and it's a great chance.
Zach, he doesn't have to rush too much here. He's just got to... If he can get this done with a minute 20 left.
Yeah, it wants to be a brisk finish rather than a rushed finish.
That's actually got pretty smelly straight away. No.
Not today.
And yeah, that's all she wrote now.
Yeah.
If this red goes into the centre, which it looks like it does.
You see, I don't think Craig's too worried about getting the finish this time round. He knows he can pot at least another 4 balls here.
Yeah, just pot your 4, take your
He'll
extension.
He'll lead. It will leave about 50 seconds with Zach having to knock in this finish and win the next frame. But then the golden breaks are in. It will be his break.
I don't know why he's done that. I don't think he's thinking like we are. I don't think he's thinking pot the 4, use my extension, and it's match done. I think he wants to run the match out.
I think he has gone so far, so he's going to have to take the thinner one.
Yeah, if he just stunned that and leave the natural, he was done, pretty much.
A little bit to do here for Craig still.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
Great pot.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much now sealed Zach Shepard's fate. I do think Craig will probably run these out now. As he speaks too soon. So, Zach Shepard, will he get to the table with enough time to run these in and at least have a swipe at the break and try and get a golden break in the last frame?
Surprised he played that shot. If he just potted it and then potted the other one in the open, I think we'd have been at about 40 seconds with Zach coming to the table.
Craig there just tried to play loss of turn there, didn't hit the yellow, but that's not going to go in.
Yeah, it's done. Yeah, there we see the shake of hands.
Oh, he's conceded.
And that's that. Craig Whittingham gets over the line 3-1. Zach Shepard didn't have the reply there. We will be back after the break.
Well, welcome back. Let's get a few words with Craig Whittingham, who is 1 match away from the hot seat. Craig, obviously another good performance. Is it different out there, pressure-wise, when you've called out the person you're going to play?
Yeah, maybe, but you've got to call somebody, haven't you? It's just one of the things.
Yeah, I mean, are you going to call somebody out again? Because obviously your options are a little bit more limited this time. You can only call a hitman, or you have to go to a random draw.
I'll be going random draw, yeah.
Random draw. If I offered you a place in the final right now to honour what you did in year 1, but you had to play Tom Cousins, would you take it?
No, I'll go random, yeah.
Random draw it is, and let's fire up the machine. Craig, come this way. You get Callum Singleton. Singu, come on down. Reaction straight away here, Craig. Thoughts on the draw?
got to play somebody, haven't you?
I mean, I guess there are other options out there. Callum's been in great form this year, but so are you.
Let's get it on, yeah.
Let's get it on. Where is Callum? Let's come on down. Okay, Callum Singleton has disappeared. While we sort this one out, we're going to throw it to a break. On the other side of that, we will see Callum Singleton hopefully taking on Craig Waddingham.